Welcome to the Ash Ketchum Catching Challenge. A quick reminder of the rules. The starter Pokemon must be Pikachu. Any Pokemon used must have been caught by Ash Ketchum in the relevant anime season. Other starter Pokemon will not appear. And any evolution has to have canonically happened. Anyway, let's get to the episode. I left the Pokemon Center and made my way to the Pokemon Tower, talking to people on the way, and reading a sign. I talked to the people inside for a bit. And just up the first flight of stairs, after going around the tombstones for a couple of seconds, I found a rival fight. First out on his side is Pidgeotto, and on mine is Mankey, so I actually swap to Pikachu. He does barely anything, and Thunderbolt takes out Pidgeotto very easily. Gyarados comes out, and is dealt with in much the same fashion. The only reason Growlithe survives this Thunderbolt is because it survived Pikachu's attack to been lowered twice. Growlithe goes down, and I bring out Kadabra. No, I don't bring it. Gary brings out Kadabra, I bring out Raticate. Quick Attack one-shots it. And Raticate hits level 32. I swap out Butterfree to deal with Ivysaur. It actually survives the first confusion, misses a Sleep Powder, and then it gets taken out on the second. Head further upstairs, and fight the trainers around there. And then I run into a ghost, and swap into Butterfree because I don't know how to deal with it, but Butterfree Confusion deals with ghost types pretty well. It doesn't do anything because Butterfree is too scared to move. I try this a few times, and then I finally leave. Yeah, we're gonna need the Silph Scope to deal with that, so I go back and heal. And then right outside... Is this it? Well, I go and grind for a bit anyway. And here it is, yeah. I heal my Pokemon again. Check something, and then I decide to go dump Mankey in the PC because I'm not going to use Primeape in my final team anyway. So he gets put away. Talk to someone, and then I find the name raider, but I don't bother talking to him for very long because I don't nickname my Pokemon very much. And I just make my way through. And I start running down to Celadon City. Now Now, I do know what's happening here. Well, I talked to this guy, but apparently he's thirsty. So I go and heal one more time, just so that my most recent Pokemon Center is nearby. And I decided to look around for a little bit. It's apparently just a little bit of foreshadowing about the bike. Talked to this dude in his Poliwrath. And I talked to this guy, and apparently you can get tea in the Pokemansion. Or in the Celadon Mansion. So I head inside, get blocked by a Jigglypuff, and then I get some tea. There's a telephone there, and then I start looking around the inside of the mansion. Go up one flight, and there's the Game Freak meeting room, which doesn't really have anything in it. Then I go up another flight of stairs, and I find the dev room. There's... This entire building is just about breaking the fourth wall, as will become apparent in a couple of minutes, because I go up to the roof, and there's another room up there that I can't access, so I start heading back downstairs to try to find a back way in. Checked around the back of a plant for an item, and there was nothing there. That guy doesn't move, so I go around the back of the Pokemon Center and find my way up the back way. Find some more stairs, and then I go inside, and apparently this guy knows everything. Yeah, he just tells me to get with my friends, and I get an Eevee, which I promptly forget is in my party for like the next 20 minutes. And I checked it right there, and I still just did not register that Eevee was in my party. I go along the back here and I found an Ether. And then I go down to leave, and then I notice that patch of trees is very suspicious, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. Apparently there's a department store. I talked to a gambler. And apparently this guy stole the Silph Scope and ran out this way. My thought process is he down here? Because there is a Rocket member down here, but no, he just threatens to punch me. I go check out the gym and find a pervert and leave. And then I go into the game corner, well, the prize room anyway. Apparently I need a coin case, but I don't actually know how to get that. And then I go into the game corner proper. The gym greeter is gambling because he's not actually allowed to enter the gym. One of the gym trainers basically goes, oh, like, only true ladies are allowed to be in the gym. And I'm guessing, like, aside from that, like, true ladies and challengers are the only people allowed in, and the gym greeter just has to sit there gambling. Yeah, I get my Pokemon printed on the back of my trainer card in black. I didn't realize it would look like that, they're just silhouettes, so I'll probably change that at some point. Apparently this place is rumored to be run by Team Rocket. I need a coin case. And then I find the Rocket Grunt, and he's just guarding a poster. His Raticate lasts 2 turns. Butterfree levels up, gets to level 32, and his Zubat is one shot. Goes in, and then I hit the switch. I fight my way through, and finally meet Giovanni. Apparently he wants to put me in a world of pain, but, well, he's not exactly going to be winning this fight. I like how Rage does like 1 damage, it's really funny. Tail Whip blows defense. Confusion almost knocks it out. I get stomped. And then I try to do a tackle for some reason and it does 1 damage. So I just use a Gust and it deals with it. Finally get up to level 34 and I replace Tackle with Psybeam. Brings out Kangaskhan, his last Pokemon. And Psybeam does basically nothing. So I switch back to Confusion and get a critical hit with it. Mega Punch takes out Butterfree. And I bring out Pidgeotto. Wing Attack doesn't do much, Mega Punch misses. And then I just gust it out of the battle. He leaves. And I finally get the Silph Scope. Head back up to the first floor, and I get interrupted by a rocket guarding the elevator. He goes down very quickly, but he does manage to poison one of my Pokemon, so I have to run back and heal rather quickly. I try hitting the switch to see if it'll remove the stairs, but no dice. Run back up and heal. Now it's time to go for the Pokemon Tower. Make my way through the underground path, and then I get interrupted by someone I forgot to fight earlier. Poliwag survived that on 1 health, and that really annoys me. Yeah. Poliwag goes down. The second Poliwag is 1-shot. And then he brings out Poliwell, and that goes down in a couple of confusions. Though it does a little bit of damage with Double Slap. Head back to the Pokemon Center and heal one more time. And then I head. So I didn't know how this worked. It's just a passive item, and I tried registering it, but it doesn't do anything. So I head back up the tower, and I make my way to the ghost, which turns out to be Marowak. Pikachu actually does a fair chunk of damage with Quick Attack, and Flash helps because it lowers its accuracy. Though I don't know why it missed twice on Flash. Yeah, Hit Putt does a massive chunk of damage. He keeps trying to use Focus Energy, but Pikachu gets it down to yellow, and I bring out Pidgeotto. Wing Attack doesn't do a whole lot. Gust doesn't either. Boomerang doesn't affect Pidgeotto. Twice, and then with 1 HP remaining, I just use Quick Attack. The spirit departed to the afterlife, and I cleared out the grunts. And I talked to Mr. Fuji. Now, I get the Pokeflute, which is going to come in very handy in a couple of minutes. I'll talk to the people inside for a bit. realize I don't have any Pokeballs or haven't healed yet, so I go ahead and heal. And I finally put Eevee away in the PC. Because I cannot use it and it shouldn't be taking up a team slot. Go to buy some Great Balls. I didn't realize I'd be able to buy that many. And then I leave. Make my way down Route 12. And finally run into the Snorlax. This is about where I screw up. It attacks in a grumpy rage. Insert 7 minutes of attempting to catch Snorlax here. And this is what happens next. I faint. I run out of Pokemon, and I didn't save before it, so now it is just gone. There is one Snorlax remaining, and I don't realize that it's gone, because I thought it actually, like, wound time back, but I get 30 Great Balls. Well, 28, so I have 30. And make my way down again. And it's gone. So I continue down, just to see what's down here, and I get the Super Rod, which is a much better version of the old rod. He wants a gigantic Magikarp, which probably isn't going to happen. And I fight a Rocker. Thunderbolt gets Voltorb down to about half. And then it uses Self-Destruct, wiping out my Pikachu. And bring out Raticate. And he sends out Electrode. Screech misses, and I use Hyper Fang, taking it down to yellow health. Sonic Boom hits, dealing a nice chunk of damage, but Hyper Fang gets the rest of it. And Raticate gets to level 33. I fight a Picnicker who wants a Moonstone. I have several because I'm never going to use them. And here is where I forget that Wing Attack is a physical attack. And Poison Point goes off. But I can't be poisoned more, so I just continue using Wing Attack. Double Kick doesn't do a whole lot, even with the critical. Poison Sting does a little bit, and then the actual poison takes me down to red health, and Nidorino finally goes down. I almost get to level 34. Yeah, I was expecting that item to be a Moonstone, but it's just an Iron. I run into this guy, and this is where I get very annoyed. Wing Attack takes it down to 2 health, and Poison takes out the rest of Pidgeotto's health. It is so close to a level up. So instead I just use Pursuit, because it was on the top slot, and I get the points on Raticate. Hyper Fang one-shots the other Magikarp, and I move on. I check this suspicious patch of grass, but no. The only things in here are Venonat, apparently. Hyper Fang takes care of them quickly enough. There's 2 of them, because of course there is. Here a Picnicker squares up. This is an annoying fight, personally, because, you know, that's fine. It's, you know, reasonable to assume that a high level, like level 28, decently tanky Pokemon would survive. She brings out Poliwag, and that, you know, goes out quickly enough. I leave out Raticate, and Horsey survives on 1 HP, and the next, like, 2 or 3 attacks miss. Water Gun takes Raticate down to red before finally Hyper Fang gets it, and I can leave. I fight a Bird Keeper, who apparently wants to have a scrap. Hyper Fang takes down Pidgey quickly. And Pidgeotto lasts on red health and takes down Raticate. I bring out my last Pokemon, which is Butterfree, and Gus just deals with the rest of its health quickly enough. I run around for a bit, reading a sign. I don't know where that's going, so I talk to this Picnicker. There's 5 Pokemon, none of whom are going to last very long. The first one goes down, and she brings out Pikachu, which gets confused, and then uses Double Team. She sends out a Meowth, which uses Payday, and I get some money. Well, money is strewn around. Rattata lasts all of 2 seconds, and she brings out her final Meowth, which lands on red health, and then finally goes down to confusion. I go back to the Pokemon Center at this point. I've already healed, so I start making my way to Celadon. Now, I didn't know this, but I could actually just have gone through Saffron City at this point. Because I have the tea, and I could just give it to the guard. And I make sure my most recent Pokemon Center is here. And I finally check my levels, level 33 all across except for Butterfree. Check the level up, and Pidgeotto was super close to leveling up, 98 points. I arrange them in order of who's likely to level up next. And then I make my way to fight the Snorlax. I save right next to it so I can just reset if it faints, which I'm going to need to do. And I wake it up. It attacks in a Grumpy Rage. And here we go to why I decided to save before I fought it. You know, it gets down close enough. Hyper Fang crits and knocks it out, so I just reset, go back through, and try again. Ten minutes later, I finally get it low enough to catch it in a ball. Finally caught, and that is like the 3rd permanent team member that I'm going to have. And I save immediately afterwards. I am taking no chances here. And apparently this is the entrance to Cycling Road, and I don't have a bike. So I just leave it. Heal my Pokemon again in the process. And I pause for a bit to check something. I paused for quite a while, but again, this is cut down. And this point is where I start making my way to the gym. I just completely forgot how to get to it for some reason. Yeah, Eradicate uses cut. Now, in the interests of runtime, I have removed all of the lesser trainer battles, so the only one in the video is the gym leader. Because there's like 9 of them, it's so annoying. So, Erica sends out Victory Bell, I send out Eradicate. And its first move is to paralyze Eradicate. Try taking out with Quick Attack to just move faster, and it survives on 1 HP, then drains some of mine. Erica uses a Hyper Potion, and I use Hyper Fang again. Takes Eradicate down to yellow, and then Hyper Fang finally takes Victory Bell out. Tangler uses Giga Drain just for the damage. And bring it down pretty low. It heals a little bit. And knocks out Eradicate. And bring out Pidgeotto, because super effective attacks against grass types. And finally, her last Pokemon is Vileplume. And Wing Attack does a nice chunk of damage to it. Pidgeotto gets hit by Stun Spore and Acid, but Wing Attack deals the last of its health, and it's done, winning me the Rainbow Badge. I get my customary ATM, which is Giga Drain, but I'm not going to use it because I don't think I'm catching any grass types. Again, this guy's just a massive pervert. Actually, one of the trainers inside asks if I was peeking in early, which I think is really funny. Heal up one more time. And then I start making my way to Saffron City. Check one more thing. And then start leaving. Head down and go into the thing. Talk to this guy. And we can finally leave. Now this Saffron City currently is just absolutely crawling with Team Rocket grunts. It's infested. So we heal, so the nearest Pokemon Center is right here. And talk to the people inside just because I don't know if they're gonna say anything. This guy just wants to get rich. And I got confused why that guy didn't stop me, so I headed back out and he's asleep. He's taking a nap, so yeah. I head in, run around for a bit checking for any rocket grunts on the ground floor, and head upstairs. Again, in the interests of runtime, I have removed all of the trainer battles. If you see me in front of a trainer, assume that I have battled them. And that guy knocked me out, just straight up. So I make my way back in. And I start thinking about trying to clear it floor by floor. There's 11 floors, and I think I got to like floor 5 before I had to end the recording. That guy attacks me, I deal with him. And this guy is the scientist from before. I finally beat him. And then I start looking for the card key. I decided to just use the stairs because it's easier. There's another one. And Snorlax hits level 33. And I swap out Yawn for Body Slam. Because Body Slam is just more effective. There's just teleport pads absolutely everywhere. I'm gonna have to get a map of them for when I come back on the next recording session. This guy is dealt with, and I pick up a Team 41. This guy is also dealt with, and I still need a card key. There's apparently a Pokemon report, and then this guy is a juggler. What's he doing there? This guy wants me to show Team Rocket respect, but no. I think this is a Silph scientist, and I don't know why he's attacking me. And then there's this guy, who also was dealt with fairly easily, but he takes out Pikachu. And then I make my way, and I finally find the card key. I was hoping this guy might move, but he doesn't. I didn't realize this was on the 9th floor when I started looking around. Yeah, this guy, I don't like how he phrases this. At all. I found a protein. Talked to this guy, apparently he's just been locked in there. And start looking around for other doors to unlock. This guy is apparently... this guy was posing as a scientist, but he wasn't very good at it. And then she's a move tutor for Thunderwave, but I don't need it because I already have it. So at this point I just end up leaving because this is the end of the recording session. I run around for a bit for no discernible reason that I don't remember, and finally go to heal. And yeah, end the session now. And that's the episode. I have quickly found out that trying to get several Pokemon to level up 10 times in 3 hours just isn't feasible towards the end of the, well, not even towards the end. Past like the 3rd gym, there's just nowhere that you can train that has high enough level Pokemon to actually like sort of do that. It'd take forever, so I'm just going to try to get them all up to the level of the next gym leader's strongest Pokemon, and then once we hit the Elite Four, I'm just going to grind them up outside of the recording, because otherwise it would take absolutely forever. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Monday stream, or on Wednesday for the next episode of this series. Peace out, everyone. Hope your day goes well.